Hello and welcome to episode 7 of an Earful podcast.
Mate, that was you could get a job on Storage Hunters. That was pretty quick.
It's from going through terms and conditions at work.
On this podcast, we talk about Download Festival, headliners.
The previous lineups.
There's a surprise band in there that we dislike now, but everyone used to love.
Yeah.
We talk about Slipknot as well, and our usual pet peeves.
We all love a pet peeve. Well, we don't love the pet peeve, but we love
My
the
stomach.
pet peeve. You alright?
My stomach's broke.
And then the usual TED Talks in between.
Yeah, we usually
10
get,
interruptions.
10 interruptions. Don't forget to drink every time.
TED interruptions.
Yeah.
He does.
It's a brilliant drinking game. We actually need to do that.
We do. We'll do it.
We'll listen back to all of our
We'll
podcasts.
do a podcast listening to the.
We'll do a podception
There we go. Podcast of our podcasts where we take
inside
drinks.
of a podcast on top of that
Ends
podcast.
up a drunk cast. Yeah, I quite enjoyed this one. Very enjoyable because
Yeah.
we're going download in a couple of
Yeah.
weeks from now.
Download.
Hopefully we'll have, if you've noticed, the episodes coming out every other week. Coming up to download, we're going to have every week leading up to download. And then we'll go back to normal when we get back.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Otherwise than that, check us out on social media at an Earful podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and now,
Shall we say it?
yeah.
Facebook.
Oh! Face ache, as my dad calls
Yes,
it.
Face ache.
So give us a like on Friend Face. And as always,
Facebook.
Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor. Go listen,
Acast.
subscribe. I mean, it seems silly to say go listen because obviously you are doing right now. So enjoy.
If you like it, tell a friend. If you don't like it, tell someone you don't like.
And
You get the
please
gist.
leave a review and let us know if you're enjoying it.
Or is that?
That's
Enjoy.
about it. Enjoy episode
Cheers,
7.
guys.
Let's go.
Oh! Hello? It's me!
It's a me!
Matt.
Matt. There we
Matt.
go.
Mop.
And it begins.
Let us begin. So
Other
we're
than going down on
episode-
females, Matty. What are we talking about?
Episode 7. Episode 7.
Which we'll discuss in the intro.
Yes. I was reminding everyone which
Yeah.
episode we're on. Episode
We're
7.
reminding ourselves.
Where we are.
We're not going to do a horror film today, are we?
We're not.
We're not.
Let me change.
Changing it up.
Spassing up the mix.
Pretty much going to talk about what we spoke about with Smith a bit, which is download.
Download.
I hope it's not download.
I hope it
Speaking
for
of,
your
the
sake.
download, I was watching, obviously, because my first download was only 2017.
Yeah.
So, it's weird because, obviously, I've been to, loads of gigs before that, and I've never had the chance to go to, a festival. So, obviously, that first experience for me was, it was really good. And, I've even said after it, just more the experience of camping, made it better.
It does.
I wouldn't be bothered if it was a bad lineup. I just enjoy the experience of camping that much and just having a good laugh with everybody.
I agree, but then when it gets to Thursday of download, I get fucking miserable.
It's only the
Like-
second day.
Exactly. So I'm like,
Because
On
there's no
the-
bands
Thursday
on.
night, I'm like, there's
On
no
the
bands.
second day of download.
You're just drinking all day.
What's the fucking point? Sick of being here in the
Yeah.
middle of a fucking field with people I pretend to like. I'm only joking.
Lol, messing.
That's me on my own. A couple of weeks.
4 weeks later. So I'd like to hang around with you guys.
How was download, Matt? Yeah, it was great on my own.
But obviously the past 2 years, the weather's been, touch wood, the weather's been great. We've not even had, it's raining a little bit, but we've not had any download. But I looked at the videos and obviously I heard about the year before, 2016, and
Yeah,
that looked pretty
avoided
bad.
that year, and I'm quite happy I did.
They looked pretty bad.
Because when you get people fucking mudsliding through
It wasn't that. There's a video as well where it's literally like a river running through all these tents.
Yeah, in the campsite.
It's insane.
It looks horrible.
Like, you know where bad it was where, like, this is why I like going 5-day camping, right? One, just for the experience of having the 5 days of just binge drinking and just having a good laugh. And then, obviously, there's like the second thing where it's just like, I don't want to get a shit spot camping because I'll either end up right on the bit where the people, you know, the path where the people are walking down, so the footpath.
Yeah.
If you end up right near that, that gets trampled on constantly, which builds up all the mud, and then you end up in a shitty spot, or right next to the fucking portaloos, because I've seen how bad that ends up, and if it starts raining, like, it just leaks over, and it's like, because they brought the urinals out in 2017. I think that was that the first year they probably did it?
No, I'm
Was it
sure
not?
they were there before.
Was that the outdoor urinals? So you don't have to go into the
they were already
portaloos.
there.
They started leaking at one side, so it was a massive puddle of urine, which
Just
was
walking
then
through pits.
yeah, which was then drowning and like leaking over to like all these tents that were right next to it. I was like, could you imagine being in that tent
And it's-
soaking all that in?
Especially if you're going to the Portaloo on day 3.
Yeah,
Fucking avoid it if Matty's going.
yeah. Well, actually, no. I use the tactic basically.
Press
I don't
button.
even bother using them. I don't have a poo for the first 2 days, right? Yep.
Me either.
Well, on agreement.
Save it up for the arena.
Save
where
it
no
up for
one's
the
going that Portaloo.
Exactly.
There
You've
we
got
go.
me. Yeah, you've got me.
We did go download together.
Yeah, we did.
so-
Well, we did. Yeah, we had this idea, didn't we? But yeah, just save it for the first day in case there's any downloaders. Like,
What you wanna
first
do,
time is going. Save it
tactical-
for the first day, and when main arena opens, rush in and find the closest urinal you can. That hasn't been used.
Second stage when we did it.
Second stage is the best spot, but because we're recommending it, go to the main stage and leave the second stage ones for us.
Yeah.
Tactical download top tips. Empty your bowels the night before you set off the download.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I didn't. I completely forgot. I forgot to have a shit.
Either that or first thing in the morning before you leave.
I think we should run the overall stress of trying to work out what was
Oh
happening with
my
the car
God.
situation last time. Where it was a bit like, oh.
Go on, run it by me because I don't know.
It was, we were meant to be going in was it the 1 car or 2 cars? It was 2
Aircam wasn't
cars.
supposed to be driving.
That was it. So, right. So it was meant to be me driving with Matty, and then someone else was meant to be jumping with us, wasn't it?
So it was you driving and there was Sean driving.
Yeah. So I think X was meant to go with us,
Yeah.
or Cam, something like that. But then we kind of had this epiphany and realised that it would definitely not going to fit all of
The
our
amount
stuff.
of shit we had.
Yeah, not going to fit the stuff, and either we're going to have to sacrifice whatever we're taking, or we're going to have to sacrifice a person.
Yeah.
Not an option.
For you? Not today. So then it was ended up being 3, didn't it? Taking it.
It did.
3 vehicles.
3 vehicles.
So you had to buy a fucking parking spot as well.
Yeah, he did,
Yeah,
didn't he?
I might get one last minute.
I've got to do that. I've not bought mine yet.
Have you not got one yet?
No, because we were going to
Oh,
get
we're gonna
provided
get
one
ones.
if
Yeah.
we got the pack. Things you don't know. But yeah. So what top tips would you give for anyone going download for the first time?
Don't overpack.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Pack light is probably the best.
Yeah.
You're just only going to need a couple of...
Don't overestimate what you can drink as well, because
That's what I did.
Before you go there, you'll buy all these, like, I mean, it sounds like a good idea going, right, we'll get all these crates of beer, we'll get all these crates of, you know what I mean, and you end up with loads of spirits and
We
crates
took
of
loads
everything.
of spirits, didn't we?
Yeah, and it's one of those where, like, you get there and, I don't know, like, you just end up smoking weed instead.
If you're in Ireland. Jesus.
Fuck me.
Let's just assume everyone's the same.
You're like me, you are. Fuck.
Nah, I'm only kidding, you don't.
I don't.
No, you don't drink anywhere near as much
No, you
as
don't.
you think that you're gonna drink.
Because you want to enjoy it at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Some days you will get like smashed, especially on the Saturday. Because I mean, you got it on you. But I mean, if you end up in doghouse though, that can get dangerous. Because you can take your own drinks in there.
That is dangerous because.
But always remember
Is that
though.
the
Always
first time?
remember that the amount of stuff that you pack, you've got to carry that all the way from the car park all the way to wherever you're camping and that's not a small journey.
It's not.
Like, and if it, like with us last year, we bought a trolley from B&Q, thinking that would last
that
us
was
with
bad.
these shitty
That
plastic
was
wheels
bad.
and them. We piled it with crates of stuff and then a tent and everything, and then we realised it was about a 40-minute to an hour walk to camp in the 24-degree heat, right? And we'd already have loads of layers on as it was, and then trying to like carry all this stuff there when the wheels are buckling.
Yeah.
Any pre-purchased trolley just does not work.
Cling
It's
film.
terrible.
The one that we
It
got was
happened to us
shit.
as well, didn't
Yeah,
it?
it happened to us when we went the year before. 2 years before.
And then you get these smug bastards on four-wheelers and like...
Yeah, walking by with them like just laughing at you as you're struggling. So basically we like had to dismantle everything, share the load out between everybody. I had a crate of strawberry out fruit literally duct taped around my body. So I didn't need to carry it, it was just duct taped in it. Then we had to try and like drink some cans before we even got there. We had to sit down and drink some cans. Just to lighten the load up. So
poor you.
I know, poor us.
You had to fucking drink.
But
We didn't even get to camp at that point.
we didn't even get to camp, but it was because it was that hot, it was just making it worse. So you was like, as soon as we got there and I took everything off, like my top was wringing wet through you.
Yeah,
Then you
mine
sat
was.
there and you was that knackered. It took us like 2 hours, didn't it?
Yeah.
2 hours to get there. And then by the time we got there, we thought, fucking hell, we have to set the tents up now. We're going to lose the space. It's like non-stop. So
Well,
yeah, guys.
it's fun
just
once you
remember-
get all that
Oh,
sorted.
once you've got all that sorted, and you chuck your fucking seat up and you sit down with a can, it's the best thing ever.
I think the advice is just pack light. Just do it. Just do yourself a favour and
Pack
pack
light
light.
is a good fucking tip.
Yeah. And don't bring too much food.
Yeah, I mean,
I did that.
Food is expensive there, and depending on what you bring, it won't last that long. But they've got the co-op there at the moment as well, which has a brilliant offer on where you get like a meal deal and you can get a sandwich, pack of 4 pork pies, oh yeah, and a drink for like £4 something.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all, is it? Them pork pies
They
can
didn't
last you
have
as
that
well.
when me and you went.
Tactical pop.
Tacky pork pie.
Hey, and for the first 2 days, you shouldn't eat much anyway, because you got to save that shit.
Exactly.
Don't
Exactly.
overindulge, unless you have a period.
Oh.
Oh god, depends how much you drink.
Can we appreciate this moment? I've got Matty drinking coffee.
It's true. You're converting me.
I'm actually a proper coffee, not a mocha,
It's not a mocha.
not anything else.
Not a mocha.
Proper coffee.
You watch after episode 7 onwards, Matty just rambles for a good chunk. He's down it as well.
He's done it. He's got the froth. Oh, he's kind of got the froth.
Thanks, I've got to edit that loud slam later. You bastard.
Apologies.
What do we think of Download having a yoga and meditation section?
Mint.
I love that idea.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
It's gonna be
yeah,
fun.
definitely.
And breathe in.
It's going to be a laugh. Fucking.
I mean, you already know when you turn up there's going to be a bunch of people in like
Wankered.
wankered in different coloured tights.
I think, yeah, I'm going to have to get some
Def Leppard
leggings
pants.
and-
Man, I really want to get some Def Leppard pants before we go, but I don't know where to go from.
Do you not sell them?
What?
Do you not sell them? where you
no,
work?
they're like men's jeggings, aren't they?
Yeah. We'll get some.
Just go Amazon.
I do, yeah.
Oh, you need some like 80s leotard pants. Not like Vince Neil white leather pants, but like
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Calm down, mate. Anyway, yeah, yoga sounds cool. Good, I'm not going this year.
Being, I know. I wish you were.
Sorry, I just finished. Fill that pause with a brew drink. So, might as well. Actually, I'm going to wait to talk about the actual proper headliners. In the future, obviously, we're not going to do the thing of where they have the same bands for every single year. They're going to have to change up at some point.
Yeah.
If you had to put the 3 headliners on for 1 year at Download, who would you pick?
Ooh. Who's going first?
That's a good one. Go on, you go.
That's not been it yet.
Right, so they can't...
That's not been
they
headlining.
cannot-
That's not headlined.
So I can't say Slipknot.
You cannot say Slipknot.
Obviously,
The knot
I'd
is out
choose
of
that
it.
If it was. Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah,
They're almost headliners already.
I think they're
I
headline
can
worthy.
see them headlining. I think I'd probably want Idols to headline.
Oh, Idols would be brilliant, but they're not big
They're
enough
not-
yet.
They're not built up enough yet, I don't think.
They're not
They
there.
gotta pay the dues. Is it going to be bands that are there yet, or?
Yeah, somewhat, yeah.
Right, okay. I'm going to need to think about this. Who would you like? Because I feel you've thought about this.
So, the first one that came to mind for me, I would say Alter Bridge.
Of course.
I mean, they've headlined second stage, haven't they? Have they headlined second
No.
stage? Have they?
Oh, they might have done.
I went no.
They've been second, like,
2017.
main
I
support.
saw them they came on just before Aerosmith.
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of who else. Black Sun Cherry Bee Show.
Yeah.
Because
I
they've not
mean,
yet.
they've headlined second stage, haven't they?
Yes. I'm going to say yeah.
Yeah, they have.
But they've not actually been the top bill.
I mean, I can see that working. I mean, like everyone's a Blackstone Cherry fan.
Yeah. Same could be
Everyone's
said.
into
I could think you could say the same about Shinedown.
Oh man, Shine are amazing. They
Oh,
can get
Matt's not
crowds going.
green.
Oh mate,
Not a
You
fan.
not? Do you not dig
Not
her?
a fan.
Really?
Yeah, unfortunately not. Does the band still have to be formed?
Yeah. Let's go with that. So we can put. In future, we can put bets on whether we're actually right about
Right,
this or
okay.
not.
Okay.
see, I don't know because most of the bands that I think of, like, they are big, but they're not big enough. I think to headline Download.
I'm trying to think now.
Quite a tricky question.
I'd definitely say Bring Me.
Yeah,
I think they're
Bring Me
100%
is,
there now. But I don't.
Definitely.
I think there's also the chance that they might not do it at Download. I think it'll be like Reading and Leeds.
Yeah, I think they've kind of like solidified themselves as more of a Reading and Leeds crowd.
Yeah.
I don't know, I could still see him doing it.
They could, but I feel like
I think it'd be
they prefer to be
like I mean, if you could have like the Prodigy and shit.
Can't anymore.
It's not Ted.
I thought it was your asshole.
No, he's dreaming. One sec. Sorry, mate.
Oh my.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, I've got one.
Go on.
Rush.
Ooh.
That's a shout.
Are they not?
I don't think Rush have ever headlined Download, no.
Oh man.
I'd like Deftones.
Yes. Oh.
Oh.
That's it,
Have they
I
never
I
headlined?
don't think
No.
they have. They've been. I'm sure
They must have headlined second
they
stage
were
as
there
well.
2014, just before Sabbath, I think. Or they might have headlined actually. I'm gonna have to have a look. See, this is such a difficult question because I can't remember where on the lineup some bands have come.
That's what I'm saying. If it was an Earful podcast setup and we selected the headlines, it's currently going at Alter Bridge, Bring Me, and then there'd be like your
Rush.
Sunday. So
So who's your Sunday? Oxbloods.
yeah, can you imagine? So we're going to play for you for half an hour. You can get back on the lash, you ready? For the lads.
To be honest, how good were System of a Down when we
System were
went watching?
good.
Because they don't tour that often.
No.
And they were an amazing headliner. They didn't speak much, but every day.
Well, actually, let's put a spin on it. If you had a band that had split up that you'd love to reform to be the Sunday headliner,
yeah,
what would you say?
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew my would be on
And
board.
definitely, you know what I mean.
But
But
would you
I
consider
don't-
him big enough for it?
Yeah,
Yeah, they definitely are, but I don't think. I don't know, like a lot of the Download crowd would be pretty harsh about it, I think.
yeah, I
Yeah.
think you're right. It's very
Because they supported Metallica once and that didn't go down well for them.
selective, isn't it? It's very selective.
Niche, I think is the
Yeah.
better word.
What about Chili Peppers?
I don't think they'd fit.
No.
They've headlined Red and Leeds, haven't they, before?
I've got one.
Go on.
You ready for this? Mike M.
I think that'd work.
That'd get a big
That'd
following.
definitely work.
But they've already headlined before.
Have they headlined Download for?
2007.
Shit.
Oh, Velvet Revolver. What
Oh no. Velvet before
Linkin
Mike M.
Park, Manson.
Buck Cherry as well on the same day. Korn headlining as well. Enter Shikari, Paramore underneath Korn on second stage. Oh,
Fuck.
I'm getting that excited, knocking the whole place down. Mate,
Apologies.
shows that again.
That is a great line.
Oh, tell you what. I think
Just look at that for the right. So for the Friday, we've got. I mean, Job for a Cowboy. Do you remember them?
yeah. Into the one where they have like the drum fill and it's just
Yeah. Right. But then second stage, right? So you've got like Turbo Negro, like that'll be just a brilliant start to like the afternoon. Paramore, then Enter Shikari, then Korn. That's insane.
That is.
Paramore, like that low down. Buck Cherry, Hinder, Megadeth, Dragon Force, Wolf Mother, Velvet. Man, and then Mike M. That main stage on the Friday is insane. Right. 30 Seconds to Mars all the way down the bill there on the main stage.
I think I remember reading a guitarist magazine when it was 2007 because I remember having Velvet Revolver in it.
Motley Crue on the Dimebag Darrell stage.
What?
The second stage.
Are they headlining it?
Headlining the second
I
stage.
wouldn't have them now.
And then Billy Talon headlining the
Oh,
third.
Let's see what you got here. Right, so... Right, can I just have a look at this?
Yeah,
Right.
If you want to know what we're looking at, it's the Download Festival lineup from 2007. We were basically going through, and now I think we found Matty's golden gem of a.
Mate, this
lineup.
would have been a solid year. Right, so I mean, yeah. So the Turbog stage, which is the third stage, yeah. Architects.
That's
They're on
early
there.
days. That'll
early
be
days.
from the Here and Now album.
I mean, the only ones I know are Architects and Head Automatica, who are headlining. And then you've got the second stage where you've got Elliot Minor on, which is a throwback. Do you remember them? Bring Me the Horizon, literally like the fourth band on of the day. As I Lay Dying, Gallows, My Dying Bride.
That'll be Frank Carr Gallows as well.
Carr,
Yeah, it would. Biffy Clyro. Like the
Biffy Byro.
Cliffy Byro.
Mon the Biff.
Yeah, and then Motley Crue. And then you've got main stage, Aiden. 30 Seconds to Mars, which is like a Beautiful Lie era, yeah?
Yeah, 2007, yeah.
Man. Bowling for Soup after 30 Seconds to Mars, Machine Head, Slayer, Manson, and then Linkin Park. What?
Jesus.
What? Right, and then you've got Sunday here, third stage, Kids in Glass Houses.
Oh, I missed them.
Yep, Real Big Fish, headlining. And then you've got second stage, you've got Cancer Bats, Devil Driver, Napalm Death.
That's a beefy
Yeah.
lineup there.
Dream Theater, and then Billy Talent after Dream Theater.
What?
What?
Can you imagine you have all the proper metalheads and then
Yeah, and then
Red
Billy
Flag.
Talent. Well, you know where all the metalheads went straight after Dream Theater because like you've got a main stage on Sunday. So you've got Chimera. You remember Chimera, yeah?
No.
Papa Roach,
Roach.
Mastodon, Lamb of God,
Log.
Stone Sour.
Oh.
That's the early days, so
That's Come Whatever May era as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good era.
Kill Switch, Evanescence, and then Iron Maiden. What, mate?
Fuck.
That lineup is insane.
We've got another couple of years to check yet. But Matty's settled on 2007.
Matty's year. To be fair, that is a banging lineup.
Isn't it
that.
though? Like
Stacked.
you're seeing all these bands in the prime, like Paramore in the prime,
Yeah,
Enter
but-
Shikari in the prime.
That's Riot era, that as
Yeah,
well.
you know what it is. That's what I mean. It's like in the prime.
That's the
Velvet
thing.
Revolver, like oh man.
That's
I
the
would
thing.
love to have seen
Paramore are
Velvet
definitely a
Revolver.
headlining band, but they could not do Download.
No,
I wouldn't like to watch him.
Really?
No.
I think they could do Download, but I don't think they get a headline on the main stage.
No, not main stage.
I just don't think they'd
Second
suit
stage,
it because of the direction they've gone in. If they
Yeah.
were still at Brand New Eyes,
Yeah, but they could heavy things up.
I don't think they would. From seeing them live on the last tour they did,
There's quite a few bands like this. Like I'd like Limp Bizkit to headline again, because they have previously, and they headlined second stage in 2013. But they're not. What was up to that? They're not. Still waiting on this last album.
Oh mate, oh mate,
I've just seen that.
Oh my God.
seen that.
Right now it's good. No
So
man,
this is
Here we go.
Download 2008.
To be fair, this looks good, right? Now, yeah, right. We'll just carry on and we'll get to the big part in a bit.
Okay.
Right. So we've got the Friday, yeah.
Hang on. Before Matty does that, I'm gonna go urinate on your toilet seat.
All right.
Oh,
Carry on.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, go.
Shall
Right.
I know what I've missed later?
You're
So-
slaying your slayer. Bye, mate. Bye, mate.
Right, so on the Friday,
Yeah.
third stage, we've got, from what I know here, we've got Kill Hannah.
Oh,
That's a number throwback.
lips like morphine.
Yeah. Dillinger Escape Plan, headlining.
Yep.
Second stage, Zebra Head,
Yep.
Black Delilah Murder, The Subways, Rise Against, and then Simple Plan. That was pretty good.
Yep.
Main stage, don't know the first two. Seether, Kid Rock. You know, that's one I've never seen at Download. You don't really... Is he still going?
Don't know, man.
Yeah, Kid Rock at Download, that'd be pretty good.
Let us know. Is Kid Rock still going?
I bet that was when he just released that, is it All Summer Long? Wasn't it, like 2008?
Yeah.
Remember that song? Disturbed anyway, after that. Motorhead,
Oh.
Judas Priest, and then Kiss.
That is a decent
Man,
amount.
that is good. And then,
On the next day.
On the next day. So, Saturday, third stage. I don't really know any of these bands. Testament and Saxon, maybe. That's all I've heard of.
It's very old school, that, isn't it? What have we got? I remember reading about this in Kerrang magazine when this was like the after review
Of what?
of this year. I remember having the magazine to read it. Yeah,
Right.
go on, carry on.
Second stage on the Saturday. Annotations of an autopsy.
Yep.
Devil Wears Prada.
Yeah.
A Day to Remember.
Oh.
All the way down at the bottom, and that's like.
That's a good point. I think they'd be good for headlining.
Oh yeah, they probably would.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you hate them, don't you?
I just can't get into it.
Is it from specific
It's not me,
people?
It's not me, it's yes. Specific people have ruined a band to forget for me.
So you got A Day to Remember there anyway, and again that's like their prime as well, isn't it? Like
Yeah, it's like a Homesick era.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's before that, isn't it?
Is it before?
I
Homesick
think
was 2000.
Home's 9 until 2000. No, 2010 was the one with all the ones on it, I think.
Oh mate, this is controversial. So Ace Frehley was on the second stage, and Kiss were playing as well the day before. I wonder if there was a bit of like rivalry going on there.
God, if it's the same day.
God, I think they avoided that on purpose.
Yeah,
So straight after Ace Frehley's been on, you've got Pendulum. That'd be pretty good.
that's banging.
That was back in the
I
Torrent
like
days,
how
that
they
wasn't
have, yeah, bands like Prodigy.
it? Actually, no, 2008. They just released. It
Silco? Was that 2010?
was the one with Propane Nightmares on it.
Oh,
What a tune that was! Which is crazy, isn't it? How like something like drum and bass like that just became like a massive part of like the rock scene as well.
Yeah, it was weird that we sort of.
Well, it was the next phase, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, the main part about that day is him headlining the second stage. Man,
So I can't have them as an option, can I?
You can, because it's second stage.
it's second stage.
Oh
yeah.
right, okay.
Right, so now we're going for like main stage.
Quickly.
Saturday. Go on.
In Silco by Pendulum was released on the 12th of May 2008, so it's prime Pendulum.
Yeah, it is prime Pendulum.
Fresh.
Right, main stage Saturday. Skin Dread.
Okay.
Job for a Cowboy. I've made the way up there.
Again.
36 Crazy Fists. They're a good band then.
Yeah,
Not
37,
considered a
36 to be precise.
lot. Medina Lake.
Oh, man.
Alter Bridge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Blackbird era.
Hey, Biffy Clyro after Alter Bridge. Then Bullet. Scream Aim Fire era.
Yes.
Then Incubus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I think they'd be good for headlining, but I don't think they've maintained the consistency in singles being like well received.
Oh, I've just seen Sunday.
Have you only just seen
You
it?
saw it before?
No.
Oh no. Right, anyway, so
Sorry.
Incubus, and then, which is, I find this one really weird as a headliner, The Offspring.
Really?
No,
After
I can see-
Incubus?
Yeah, but
I mean,
2008. It might be like a nostalgia
Yeah.
sort of.
I mean, I could see them headlining second stage. I mean, nothing against The Offspring. I mean, they're really good
I'm trying to
band.
work out
But-
what era of Incubus this is. I think it's a Crow era.
I'm not too
They've
sure.
done Dig and stuff. I think that was 2007.
That's what I mean. I feel like Bullet could have headlined.
Yeah, but
For that.
there's only 2 albums in. I don't think they have that consistency to.
I know what you mean. It was probably more of an.
It would have been better for them to do it after Fever, I
Yeah.
think. If they-
Anyway, controversial day.
Here we go.
Sunday morning on the third stage, we've got Exit 10. If you remember them,
No.
I recognise the name.
Me either.
August Burns Red, and then Jonathan Davis doing his DJ set.
Nice.
And then second stage, Lethal Bizzle. What?
Really?
What?
Lethal Bizzle.
Right.
And then after
Someone got rid of their agent, didn't they?
what?
Lethal Bizzle, we got you on download
Yeah.
festival.
Excuse me, Mr. Biz.
Jesus.
Airborne.
The,
Just coming through
the
there.
cover AC/DC band.
Kids in Glass Houses.
Oh.
Elliot Minor again.
Again?
Yeah. Children of Bodom.
Metal.
Right, and now we're going for main stage.
Here we go.
Let's do this. I'm so
Are
excited.
you ready? Glamour of the Kill.
Right.
Fight Star.
Oh.
Might bring my kids to watch this Sunday lineup.
Oh.
Blackstone Cherry.
Yes.
What era was that for them? What album?
That would have been Folklore and Superstition.
Again, brilliant album.
Yeah.
Apocalyptica.
Oh, nice.
Which were pretty good.
That's the one, that's the strings band, isn't it? Am I
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Cellos.
I might-
Did
that
the
would've
thing
been
with Corey Taylor
That
ages
would have been
ago.
pretty good at download that.
Yeah, that'd have been cool.
Right.
But
with-
main stage, I feel it would have been a bit.
Hmm.
I'd like that sort of thing on a smaller.
I think that'd be better indoors as well.
Yeah,
You've got all the
definitely.
lighting and everything.
But if they can do festivals, then by
Yeah.
all means.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Within Temptation,
Right.
In Flames,
Yeah.
Coheed and Cambria.
I reviewed them a while back. They were pretty good.
I mean, they were
Yeah.
pretty big then. They were
Yeah.
pretty big in like 2008.
This is getting better and better.
It is.
Yeah.
Jimmy Eat World,
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
second to last.
Yes.
Right?
And.
You get a drum roll. Lost Profits.
Oh. Man, I missed that band.
Headlining main stage at Download. What?
Ian Watkins.
I mean, they were like massive then. Like, they were like one of the biggest. Like
It's Liberation
rock bands
Transmission
then.
here as well.
Do you know what? While we're
Thing
on
is though, like that would have been for me that year would have been amazing though because like we used to be massive like fans of Lost Profits.
Yeah. Huge fans of Lost
So
Prophet.
for me, having him like headline that second stage for that day, and then seeing what was one of my favourite bands on the Sunday headlining, that would have been like, and then seeing all the classic bands on the Friday as well. Like when do you ever see Motorhead, Judas Priest, and then Kiss
and Kid Rock,
and Kid Rock? Do you know
who,
what I mean?
by the way, is not allowed back at download.
Why?
What?
I don't know. I was just told that by someone who knows the shit. And Kid Rock is banned from download, so I've been told.
Well, that's no wonder I haven't seen him on the lineup.
If that's wrong, Andy Coppin, let us know. That's who books everyone.
Yeah.
I think the whole.
Have you seen the Angry Coppin Twitter page?
Yes, so good. Speaking of Lost Profits at the minute, there's a comedian that was usually always at download every now and then, and he's so funny. He's called Cunt and the Gang.
Yeah. Here we
He
go.
has such an amazing song about Ian Watkins. It's so good. I wish he was still back at download. Cunt and the Gang, not Ian Watkins.
I genuinely feel gutted that a really good British band got absolutely fucked over with that.
Welsh band.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a British band.
Yeah.
They were pretty much solid, but it was down to him that he pretty much fucked everything up.
Well, here's a story anyway. What about us meeting
Meeting Ian Watkins.
Hang on, you can leave me out. There. I was lucky enough not to touch that man, and he didn't touch me.
Well, right.
This is the funniest thing. Oh, go on. You start.
So, back, how old are we? We must have been about...
The year is 2012.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The year was 2012. It was in April. It was a humid day. We decided to be one of them people who lurked at the back of venues to...
I mean, to me, what was our favourite band?
meet our favourite band.
Yeah.
So we see a wild Ian Watkins lurking
we
about.
saw the other guys first, didn't we?
Well, we saw
bumped
Lee,
into,
didn't we?
Lee, yeah.
The guitarist Lee guys.
And then
it was
Jocko. It was as well.
Jocko was afterwards.
Was it after?
Yeah. He was a lovely person. We see a wild Ian Watkins lurking about. And we say hello to him. And he was,
I
to
mean,
be fair...
he couldn't have been any nicer.
Yeah.
But then again, in retrospect...
that was kind of part of his personality. That kind of was the whole snake from the Jungle Book. We kind of let people in.
How old were you both?
Above age, so we was
Right,
fine. We
okay.
were safe.
Wait, no, he was about 16 at the time.
No, we
Yeah,
were
so-
17, 18.
Either way, you're not his demographic. are
No,
you?
we're not his target audience, so it's fine. But the ironic thing was that his top said pure filth on it.
Yeah. Well, no, we always so we had the phone and I was chatting to him for ages, and then he was because we told him we're from like Wigan. He started telling us about this YouTube video, didn't he?
CSI Wigan.
CSI Wigan.
What?
And told us to give it a watch, so we did, and it was pretty funny. Like, but
Cheers, Ian. Thanks, mate.
cheers, Ian.
Thanks for that. Hope it gives you hope whilst you
Get podcasts in prison.
you managed to text small children whilst you're in prison, so I mean, getting this podcast should be okay.
God.
Fuck it.
But yeah, I mean, 2012.
By the way, we do. It seems silly to say, but we don't condone.
No, absolutely
Fuck
not.
you, Ian Watkins.
Fuck you, man.
But go on, Matty.
Yeah, so obviously it was 2012, and then when all this stuff was coming out, it was like he was apparently doing all this stuff while he was doing that tour.
Yeah.
And then obviously the years before that. So knowing that, like during that tour when we met him, like he was going there, meeting up with all these people in hotels, and yeah, well, let's not talk about it.
No, but it's
No.
like
Bad it is, but
let's
it's
not
really bad.
tiptoe around it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is fucked. And the whole fact that he pretty much knocked back the whole alternative scene probably
Well, no, at the
way
first, right,
back.
he had everyone behind him, like defending him, because if you remember, he had that clothing label.
Yeah.
What was he called now?
Pure filth.
No, what was he called now?
Oh, I can't remember what it's called now.
And they started making T-shirts saying,
Innocent till proven guilty,
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that, yeah.
yeah. And then obviously loads of people were behind it, and then it just got proven, like all this stuff, and it was like, it was just shocking.
And his password was I fuck kids
Yeah.
on his laptop.
Well, I think it was about December 2012, wasn't it?
Yeah.
When it all properly came out.
yeah.
And then we looked back. We had our photos on Facebook, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because we previously had them as our profile picture.
Do you still have these?
No,
No.
fuck me. We deleted it like
Right.
straight after.
So no one has these.
No.
no.
Oh, I was gonna say we put it on our social.
Oh God.
Can you imagine?
But yeah, we looked back and then we thought, oh man, like we looked back through the profile pictures after we read all this stuff, and that was like, right, we've got to delete it. And then we just spotted the T-shirt with it saying "Pure Filth" on it, and then we was like, fuck.
No, it's because our mate had it on, and still had the picture, and
Yeah.
didn't think as quickly as we did to get rid
Yeah.
of the pictures. Because like my dad was like, "Yeah, get rid of that quick as possible." I was like, "Yeah, thanks, mate." So, and then that was that. So, but then he left it on, and then everyone kind of clicked on that. That was his profile picture,
Yeah.
and then the amount of shit he got.
Oh man.
Oh man. But anyway,
That's
Yeah.
gotta be rough though, hasn't it?
It's just the bit that really annoyed me about that is because the music was so good, and the
Yeah.
fact that people started kind of blaming it on the band as well. It's like, are you joking me? Like,
It
how can
definitely
you
wasn't
blame
the band.
something like that on the band? Like they were saying, obviously he was being distant and stuff, and Ian was going off on his own into his own hotel rooms, and that the band hadn't been.
What
the
did
same
you want?
in
A
ages.
band?
I know.
Band experience.
hey,
Yeah,
can we
and
share
apparently
books?
he was obviously he was bad with his drugs and that as well. Like,
Yeah.
towards around then.
The
I mean,
whole
he was,
thing
I mean, he
turned
was
out-
giving drugs to babies, so I mean, yeah. But I don't get how you can blame that on the band. Like, how's that got anything to do with them?
He gave drugs to babies.
Do you not read that part? They released a massive statement.
Yeah,
reading
he
all
was
the things that he'd done.
blowing
Mate, I tune in
fumes off.
sometimes and I don't get anything. He's just giving it away for free. Lucky
Fuck me,
bastards.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was pretty bad. He was like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's,
it was
that's
bad.
fucked up. Anyway,
but yeah, that's what annoyed me. The fact that just the music
Yeah.
is so good, and you just can't.
And the fact that like Start Something and stuff like that, albums that they release influenced so many bands in that
Yeah.
UK scene, and to then have that kind of like be stripped from everything, and then be no knowledge of how good that music was,
Yeah.
it was a kick in the dick.
The fact that no one else, like again, like you said, future generations won't realise how good that music was.
Mm.
it is a
Yeah.
shame because there's a bunch of musicians that have lost shitloads of work, shitloads of money.
That's what I mean. All that work that they have done.
Well, it's
Oh,
kind
no.
of like, but it's definitely not like the whole Linkin Park situation where they have an entire discography of music, of well-known music,
Yeah.
and all of that's gone now. Not to blame Chester or anything like that, but it's the same thing that you'll never hear that lineup like that ever again. Like the new Mike Shinoda stuff's amazing, don't get me wrong, but it's not Linkin Park.
And it never, unfortunately, because I think a vocalist is such a hard person to replace, because that's the whole
It's like the Alice in Chains thing, isn't it?
I think the only band that managed to actually do that was Van Halen.
Yeah.
Because you had two amazing eras of Van Halen, but they were distinctly different.
Yeah.
But then the guys from Lost Prophets, they did start the No Devotion, which was really good.
Apparently, I've seen they may be doing new stuff soon.
Which I'm like really happy about, because again, like it just pissed me off, like how all that music and all the effort they've put into that over the years, it's just gone like that. So God knows how obviously it made them feel like when they found that out, and all eyes were like pointing at them.
Yeah, I think an important thing is something we all appreciate is because we all play instruments and attempt to make somewhat of a career from it, is we try to support our friends and we realise how much effort goes into doing this sort of thing. So if you do have any friends, support them, look out for them, because you'll do it for some random band you'll see over the internet. So like, it being a UK band, you see the effort they put in and it just gets swept away because this fuck up of a guy who they didn't seem to know has messed that up for them.
But it's just strange how everything all of a sudden can just go like that. Well, it's insane. Absolutely insane for that much. Like, it was about 10 years of work nearly.
Yeah, more. Yeah.
Or more. Just to go.
I did not think we'd be talking about these today.
No, I didn't. I absolutely did not. But whilst we're on the topic.
Yeah.
But anyway, on a more lighter note.
So, come on then, your your Friday, Saturday, Sunday download, who would you want?
I'm going with that then. So I'm going Aldbridge.
Yep.
Bring Me the Horizon. Incubus.
It's pretty solid.
That is solid.
It's pretty... I'm going with that. I feel like Miles Kennedy and Co have earned it.
I definitely think that. Like, I don't really know any, like, the other bands that I choose did not headline.
All right, so just regardless of them possibly being a headliner one day, who do you want, Matty?
What, like
anyone?
If like, because they're my favourite bands.
Yeah, as long as they've not headlined before, I think that's a decent rule.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Like, for me, I'd love to see him headline Download.
Yeah,
but with the right crowd, obviously. Maybe Incubus as well. I'll go on that one with you, because
My man.
yeah. And the last one, not too sure. Saturday headliner, who would we have for that? I don't know. Have you got one?
Alright, go on, we'll pass it over to you whilst you think of the Saturday.
So Bring Me, Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes.
Oh.
But I'd like, so just before Frank Carter, Idols. There you go, that's how they fit.
Oh, see, not yet.
That would be
yeah,
sick.
yeah,
I'd love for them to
tour.
tour. And then last day being Deftones.
Oh. I'm actually amazed they've never matched a headline.
Well, I was looking through, but I'm unsure, so let's have a look. I'll continue searching while Matty has a think. But I don't think Deftones have. They've been on main stage lineup.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, no, they haven't.
Go on, mate, think quick.
I can't think, honestly. Like,
About 30 seconds?
30 seconds to Mars, then that would be pretty good.
That'll be a shout.
See, now what I'm thinking is, like, for Lost Prophets headlining that Sunday, like, no.
Careful where you go with this.
Yeah, I'm completely disregarding all the other stuff. Like, I'm just trying to think now, like, production-wise, how did they make that look? Because really, when you see the headline band, it's all about the production side of things.
Well, I don't think it used to be though.
I know it didn't used to be, but what I'm saying is like
no, it is in the industry.
No, it is more like when you see, especially like Biffy Clyro. I've not even missed them at Download because I've been watching Zombie, but that was well worth it, by the way.
That was so good.
It was so worth it. But even Rob Zombie in the second stage had quite a bit of production. I know he always brings that with him, but
he didn't have as much as he usually brings.
Yeah, he didn't have as much as he usually brings, but. The bigger bands now, usually that headline main stage, have a massive production behind them. Now I'm just trying to like think of what it would have been like just with Lost Prophets and like the production behind that.
Yeah, I think back then, what was it, 2008? I don't think it would have.
I know Kiss would have had massive production behind them then.
Do you know-
Offspring, I don't know about
Do you know
that.
who would be so good headlining with the production side of things? Alice Cooper.
100%.
That would be a
100%.
fucking...
I mean, he's probably headlined before when it was Monsters of Rock.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
guessing.
Maybe before, like after that when it was Download. But
Yeah.
his production would have been crazy.
Oh mate, how good would that be for a weekend? Alex Cooper headlining, Zombie, Manson.
Manson doesn't hold up anymore.
I mean, they did the Twins of Evil tour.
So, sorry about this tangent. Obviously, you know Andy Coppin, who does, I think that's how you say his last name.
Yeah, I think so.
It's Maverick AC on Instagram.
Yeah.
So obviously the Slipknot masks came out, and he put the photo of Corey's new mask and put, "Bloody hell, Manson's let himself go." It's so good.
Wait, has Corey Taylor commented on it as well?
I don't know, has he?
He has?
Yes.
What's he said? What? Well, I didn't have your Texas Tuesday. Yeah. Oh, and Daniel P. Carter's commented touche.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Oh
Brilliant.
man. Right. Speaking of Slipknot, obviously the headlining.
See.
We might have like briefly touched on this, but what is everyone's first memory of Slipknot?
My first memory of Slipknot for me was I remember when. Do you remember the old iPods when used to be like, I think they were iPod Nano, or was it what were the little square ones called?
Nanos.
Shuffle.
Or Shuffle?
Wait, did you have a screen?
It had a screen on it, but it was dead
Nano.
small.
Nano, yeah.
Yeah,
Little
but it was a
silver-
square
yeah,
one.
yeah.
It looked like the iPod Classic, but it was smaller.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the 4th gen.
Yeah,
iPod
not the thin
Nano.
one. Not the thin one with the screen, the thicker square one. Is that the Nano?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember. Yeah, I just
Get
tried
the
to
exact generation.
yeah, I
What's
need
the
to
model?
get.
Let's throw that out there.
Serial code?
But yeah, I remember them, and you could just start getting like music videos onto them. And I remember one of my mates having it, and they had, I think it was Wait and Bleed, was it that, or was it what's the one where they're in like outdoors and everything's like
Left Behind.
Yeah, Left Behind. Yeah,
That-
okay, you got that straight away.
That was one of the first videos I saw
Yeah.
of Slipknot.
So that's the first one I saw there, and then obviously I saw it on like I used to sit like downstairs and watch Kerrang religiously. Like any band that came on Kerrang, like I'd be straight on it.
Yeah.
Kerrang and Skulls, I used to just flick through the
between
channels
them, yeah.
between them. So if someone's shit was on Kerrang, go to Skulls and they'd have something good on. Yeah, and that's why I listen to so much music from there, because Kerrang's like a massive part of me getting into
Yeah.
music.
I think that is for anyone.
Yeah.
in that sort of.
For that era anyway,
genre,
like
yeah.
as well. Like growing up, like listening to music mainly within like 2007 and 8 and 9. Like Kerrang was like a massive thing.
Yeah. Scuzz. I miss
And
Scuzz.
Skulls as well, man.
Go on, Matt. I think you remember saying this.
Yeah, I've already spoke about this if you listen to episode 2. Because if you don't know, I'm a big fan of Slipknot. It was me basically coming downstairs to just chill with my brother, and he had the 2002 Disaster Piece tour where they played in London, and they had the cams on the side of the masks,
Yeah.
and that's what made me want to be a drummer, because I remember seeing Joey fucking going mental, and I was like, yeah.
So was Jay
I wanna
a
do that.
big fan?
Yes, he's a big fan, yeah.
Yeah.
He's more of a Metallica fan, but he's a fan of Slipknot. And,
Yeah.
and yeah, he's a huge fan, I'd say so. And then I saw Left Behind, and I was like, yeah, I'm fully on board.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like, what I loved about it was it's the horror sort of feel
Yeah.
with all the
Yeah.
masks. And then when I watched them, it didn't have names, it's just numbers.
Yeah.
It was 0 to 8.
Yeah.
And I was like, why is that? And I got it explained to me, it's so you can actually focus on the music and you're not bothered about, oh, this person's Corey Taylor and my dick gets hard when I see him. You know, it was just like, if the music's shit, it's going to be obvious for you because you have no association to who you
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
You couldn't give a shit. That's what I loved about it. So yeah, what about yours?
So I remember not seeing them first, but I remember listening to Duality first. It was. Do you remember Andreas? We went to high school.
Yeah, yeah.
So I remember I had my shitty little Sony slide-up phone, which had the music player on the side. I remember being Bluetooth duality. Bluetooth. And I remember listening to it, and I was like, I wonder what they look like. So I remember Googling it, and I remember absolutely shitting myself and flipping the laptop because I was just like, what the fuck was that? This was literally off the back of, like, literally me off the back of watching The Exorcist. And that was like during the time of where Corey looked like with the Volume 3 mask.
One, I was just about to ask.
Yeah.
So with the scars and shit like that,
Yeah.
like literally I remember just going, what the fuck? Like, type thing.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, about a day later, I went, no, I'm going to properly see what they look like and just get past it because they actually are quite good. And then I think shortly after that, they started doing all the promo cycle for All Hope Is Gone, so Psychosocial came out.
Yeah, see, that's I started listening to him just before All the Hope Is Gone came out. And,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus, I had no idea. Go on.
Yeah, so just before that came out.
Because I remember going like, I don't understand the massive change. Is it different members or is it stuff
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that?
yeah.
And then I kind of got into the loop of like, oh,
They
so
change
it's,
every
So like,
album.
it's
and
every
it was
album.
always
It's a different
getting played on
mask.
Kerrang and stuff, and Duality was constant. And Before I Forget and all that was constantly getting played on
It was
Kerrang.
like top 10 Slipknot.
And then I just remember obviously like the new music video being out, like new Slipknot, and it was Psychosocial, and then next minute it blew up, and then you remember Calf with so Calf was
I
basically a
remember
club
that,
night
yeah.
we used to go to where we live, and it was like an under 18s
I have an
night.
interesting fact about CAF in a minute, which I'll explain
Yeah.
to you in just a minute.
And Calf was basically like the hub for like all the rockers or moshers, whatever you want to call us back then in Wigan, and everyone would turn up to these under 18 nights. And it used to be packed out inside. Like it'd be packed out than you see clubs nowadays. Like
Yeah, definitely.
you couldn't move in there, and they'd
was
have
just a
4
sweat
nights
pit,
on,
wasn't
but
it?
they'd just play like all the best rock hits. And then I remember Slipknot getting played all the time, and then they'd end the night with Foo Fighters, The Pretender, and then they'd have like a Wall of Death for
Yeah,
it.
that was good.
Yeah, I remember
So
that.
good. Anyway, go on. What was you?
So, CAF, I saw this the other day because there's a guy, I have an Instagram. His new band shot a music video in CAF. On the dance floor bit. You can shoot music videos in there, you can rent it out and shoot music videos in there.
Next, Oxblood's one.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a good thing. We'll discuss that thing.
We'll
because
talk
just got
about
an
that
idea
later
for
on.
that. I've just got an idea. But
Have you?
Yeah.
Banging. But yeah, that's what you can now do in CAF, which is pretty sick.
That's awesome. I like that.
Mate, that would just bring us back to like.
I think that'd be cool. I remember I worked one shift in CAF once.
I remember you doing that. I remember because I went and visited you once and we got free beer.
Yeah, I remember that. What was it? I remember I did like 1 or 2 shifts and it like sucked. I remember like climbing one because me being a musician, I am deaf as fuck. Like if it's noisy or anything like that, you try and have a conversation with me in a noisy place, there is no chance. I'll say yeah and nod and smile and then that's about it. So when someone's trying to order Hobgoblin and asking for 2 of them, and it took at least about 7 attempts, and in the end I just passed my pen and paper and went, can you write it down? and I remember smacking my head because I'm one of them dopey fucks who isn't aware of my surroundings. When I climbed underneath the bar table to actually get into like the bar bit to get drinks and shit like that, I remember smacking my head and I had like this giant lump at the back of my head and top of it. And then I never got asked back after that.
Right, before we carry on, just going to take a quick break and do something.
It is a bit.
We're recording, we're back.
We're back. We're
back. And we're just going to put out a candle in a minute. But,
Go on, Ted.
Go on, son.
isn't that fine? Someone's mixing pasta. They go, it's their mum and he goes, that's what good pussy sounds like.
Oh, no.
It's so funny.
See, now we could just cut this and add it to the beginning of the podcast where we're motting.
Definitely.
Yes.
We're motting.
And then just
Mot, mot,
sample
mot,
Ted, yeah.
So, going into it real quick, do you think Chris Ben's still in the band?
I did.
So did I.
Until you showed me further evidence.
Yeah, there was a big conspiracy about him still being in the band.
Yeah.
And everyone thought this was just a marketing option. Not option, but like, you know.
Yeah, marketing ploy.
Marketing ploy. Reason being, the first post about Chris leaving was on Reddit. by an account made that day called Wet Nose. As you know, Chris
Yeah.
has the Pinocchio nose. And,
A big ass nose.
And on the guy's birthday, that account was the 1st of the 1st, 2019. So,
Yeah.
1119. You add the 3 ones together, you get 3.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Chris, out of 9 Slipknot members. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, this is elaborate, and no credit to me for this. If you want, like, an easy rundown of what this is all meant to be about, there's a really good guy on YouTube called House of Masks, AJ Good. He's interviewed Corey. He has an amazing mask collection of, like, Mike Myers that I showed you.
Yeah.
Loads of Slipknot stuff. And then... That was weird. So that got posted and everyone assumed he's still in the band. What was the other stuff and the other reasons why? I had this in my head and now that we're recording it, just gone. The other argument was, why would everyone else still be in the band if it is just Corey and Sean?
Well, yeah.
But
Did you see that Jim did a dig, apparently, on his Snapchat when he posted about him playing Kimmel? That is that you can see me and the rest of, in capitals, members
ooh,
playing.
Fucking hell.
that's a bit.
Yeah.
This is what sort of annoys me about it. I wish he was still in it, but he's clearly not now.
No.
And it looks like they've burnt his mask, and because if you look on the new member, he's still got rivets at the top of his mouth and a zip mouth, and then it's like the nose has been burnt off.
Well, there's 2 theories to this. Either A, it did look like a Chris Fenn mask, and then they've just fucked with it.
Yeah.
Or that was the idea all along. And it's not new news that Chris has gone.
Possibly. It's a shame though, because this is like what, the 3rd member being changed.
Yeah, you had Joey, obviously you had Paul.
It's like fucking Henry VIII's wives. One died. One got a disease, forgot how to drum. The next one quit. Well, not quit, but like it's a disagreement. It's fucking annoying.
It seems like it very much feels like the Jim Root scenario in Stone Sour, but in Slipknot.
Yeah.
That's how it feels. But yeah, the point is, if that is the case, then why are the rest of the band still in the band if it's just Corey and Sean? And Corey was the second to last member to join Slipknot.
He was, but as you know, what gets copyrighted is music, is chords and lyrics.
Correct.
So Corey's down as a writer, he'll probably have more pull. I don't know. And then if you look at his movements on the video of Unsainted, the new Slipknot song, it looks like Chris.
Yeah.
It's Corey filling in for him.
Is it?
Yeah, so if you pause it at a certain part, you'll see the number 8 on the guy's sleeve. And it's just Corey filling in, because they'll be shooting a music video and I bet someone's just gone, do you know what? I'll fucking do it. Give me that mask. We'll find a member.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking annoying.
Have you got the shot there of it?
Get up. This is just a GIF where it looks like the movements. Like I said, so that is supposed to be Chris, and the movement
It does
is like
move
Chris.
like him.
But then Corey's obviously comfortable behind a kit because he's drummed on Slipknot as well.
Probably because he's been around Chris enough, he knows what he moves like.
Yeah, exactly. And then if you look at the Jimmy Kimmel footage, you can tell it's not Chris. That was the obvious where you're like, oh, fuck. But, yeah. But like I said, if you want to see a proper rundown, there's a guy on YouTube, search House of Masks. He's got loads of a rundown on it.
Right, Matt, are you going to put this candlelight then with your finger?
Yeah,
You're
sure.
gonna prove
Do you want me to do it now?
Let's do it.
Yeah, okay. Hang on. Which one are we going for?
I'll go for this one.
3,
2, 1.
Oh, yeah.
That's quite fun, that.
Nice.
Good.
That was a good sound as well.
It was.
Please sample that somewhere on your
sample
OP1.
I'll sample it. You want to do the next section?
Bring it on.
Pet peeves.
Pet
Yeah. We need to make music.
We do.
Really do.
Considering we're 3 musicians sat in a room, you'd think we'd do this by now. What are we doing now?
We are doing social media. This is a sturdy one.
Oh yeah.
I
mean, we could run forever with this one.
Oh yeah. Oh, we're back up.
Oh, back in the room.
We've got 2 candles again. There we go. Okay, so go on, Mike. You start.
Wait, you could just took it on me.
I'm going to throw it on you.
You had one first. Go on.
I think
I'm trying to brew one point I can articulate to them through it.
my favourite one, and the one I fucking hate, and I'm sure I've said it when we had Smith here, was fucking people who can check in on Facebook. Checking in at the hospital. Oh no, what's up, babe? Inbox me, hun. Oh, thanks, loves. Like in the comments, it's fucking annoying.
That's
and
kind of
attention-seeking.
that is kind of like the
Fuck off
people.
and die.
Yeah, but when there's a terrorist incident happening or some sort,
Oh.
some sort of disaster,
Oh my
people
God.
check in and say they're safe, even though they're in fucking England or whatever. Like they're like miles
Paris
away
attacks.
from it. Paris attacks. People checking in England to say they're safe. It's like, yeah, no fucking shit. You know, they're in Paris. Like,
I'm safe here in Wigan.
yeah.
The other one that annoys me is like, obviously we're very close to Manchester, and recently was the anniversary of the Manchester bombings, and
Yeah.
obviously it's a shame. But what does annoy me is the people that are gone, oh my God, I was there 3 years ago, that could have been me.
Oh.
No, it couldn't. And it should have been.
Oh,
I fucking hate it.
Fuck.
mate, that's a pet peeve for you. That.
That is a
like, I don't give a
peppy.
shit. Like, you could say anything. Like the guy that ran all those people over in London. Oh my God, I walked on that pavement 2 years ago when we were watching him. Could have been me, Lon. Like, clearly fucking couldn't.
To be fair, I remember
It is
we
true,
went watching Guns N' Roses the week after
Yeah.
the London incident, and it was
It really did,
such
yeah.
a weird atmosphere.
It was solid.
Don't get me wrong, I obviously have respect, and it's such a shame for people who've lost people throughout that. But then there's some people that take the piss. They don't know anyone affected by it, and they'd rather go, what about me?
Yeah.
Who did?
Like,
There was
could have
someone
been
who
me.
did that with the people who go like, "Oh, like I'm thinking of these people, blah 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 blah." It's like, don't forget me whilst this is all
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
Give me attention.
No shit you're thinking about them. We all are. It's a fucking thing
Yeah.
that went on in Manchester.
Yeah.
We're all trying to help one another. That's one that really pisses me.
Yeah. There's many.
Yeah.
I think in general the oversaturation of social media to the point of where there is nothing useful on social media. There is nothing I consider to be interesting. It's just a shitload of memes and people saying stuff which is either Ted's leaving the room. Bye, mate. Either people are just doing things just to offend people, or it's something which is malicious or whatever else and all that. There is nothing good about social media now. But it's the ironic thing of the whole that it's meant to be social media, though it makes you really antisocial.
Yeah.
It makes people think that.
It ruins
Very ironic.
the face-to-face conversations that we can have. Like, we
I think
all
this is what I
turn
mean.
our phones
Oh,
off.
bit of tongue.
And that's why I like podcasts, is you have a face-to-face conversation and
Yeah.
appreciate it a bit more,
Yeah.
rather than when you're out with mates and talking and going, yeah, that's cool. By the way, I'm looking at my phone because obviously you can't see me. But it just, these
Yeah.
are an amazing tool that ruin conversations.
Yeah, it's the whole thing when you're speaking to someone. You okay? When you're speaking to someone and then all of a sudden they just whap out a phone and start like looking at the phone and like just don't have no
halfway
interest in the
through a
conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's as if they don't appreciate the conversation or you being in the room at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, right, great, or whatever.
Just let me dog out.
Ted's going for a banging shit.
Come on, pal.
That's a tactical download move, if you've been listening to the podcast.
Yeah, it's like recently as well. It's how like soft people are as well. We stuff and easily get offended. Like about like not even 10 years ago. Like, do you know what I mean? If you was when Facebook first started, like there was nothing of that.
Yeah.
Like people were quite hard-faced about everything, and you could just take a joke. But now, like
I love the whole thing.
slightest thing, there's like I don't know, like people just get offended. It's like whoa.
People are very easily offended these days.
Like, but that's not just with social media, it's just everywhere, like in general. Like I remember that there was an episode of Great British Bake Off on, and Noel Fielding jumps in a fridge on it to hide from some of the people there to jump out of them. And the next minute, it's an article on Facebook. Apparently, like there's an uproar about Noel Fielding jumping in this fridge because kids might watch him and jump in a fridge. I'm like, what? He's just having a laugh on there. Like,
I love that we're in an era where we grew up with Family Guy, Southport, and all of that stuff. Southport. So we grew up with Southport.
Frankie Boyle was one that was amazing. He was amazingly offensive.
But yeah, we're the most offended era.
Yeah.
Like with in generations, there's no one as offended as we are about everything. I'm saying, what is he doing?
He looks freaked out, mate.
He does.
Have you got a ghost in here?
Maybe.
Candles.
Woo. Go and grab him.
Oh, he's having a shit.
Oh, he's having,
There we go.
he's having a wee.
Second of dump. Is
Yeah.
that a wee like that?
Yeah, he's having a female wee.
Anyway.
Oh, don't eat your poo, Ted.
No! Oh, he's eating his poop.
No!
He's eating his poop. Oh, no, he's eating his poop.
No, he's not.
he's not good.
He's just sniffing at people.
Oh.
Your daily podcast update about Ted. He's fine.
He's
not
okay.
like shit.
He's okay, he's just had a wee.
So, any other pet peeves?
I'm saying that I just think the general status quo about social media is terrible. Like the fact that it makes people feel shit about each other. It makes you feel like your life isn't as good as value because people twist like what their lives are like online.
Everyone has a perfect looking life on social media. Which is really frustrating.
It's just like you don't need to post everything online as well.
Yeah, I'm not saying
I'd
post all your shit online, but people very much work how they want their social media to look.
Yeah. They adjust it to make it look like everything in their life is spring daisies and everything is great and all that shit, and it's not, because life isn't like that. It's
a bit of a joke. Right? Any more?
No, let's wrap it up there, guys.
Cool. Thanks for listening.
Bye-bye.
Boy.